Good day, students. How are you doing? This is me again, Sir Navarro, and welcome to our new tutorial video. So this video is just a continuation of the factoring of solving quadratic equation by factoring part 1. No? So this is part 2, factoring case 1, this time case 1. So our learning targets can identify factor quadratic trinomial again and solve quadratic equation by factoring case 1. So you might wonder what case 1 means. So here, let's proceed. So how do we solve quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0? So basically, the quadratic equation this time is complete. Okay, when you say complete, all the coefficients are present. And case 1 means the a here, this one, is equal to 1. Right? That's what case 1 means. Right? So here are the steps in solving quadratic equation. Complete quadratic equation, case 1, where a is equal to 1. So first is you have to identify the a, b, and c. Find the factors of c whose sum is equal to b. And use these factors of c to form the binomial, this one. Okay? And then set each factor to 0. Principle of zero product. And solve for the variable x after that. Then, I always forgot the checking. Number 6, checking, okay? Checking, big check there. Okay, so you might wonder the number is number 4 already because again, this is just a continuation of the previous video that I made. So let's proceed. So first equation is x squared plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So notice that the quadratic term, the coefficient of quadratic term is 1. So that means this belongs to case 1. So basically, we apply the step. So first is we identify the a, b, c, right? A is 1, b is 3, c is 2. And next step is we find the factors of 2, no? Since yun yung sinabi kanina dito, yung sinabi doon sa steps, we find the factor of c whose sum, again, kulang ito, whose sum is equal to 3. So since this is 2, nilista natin yan, factors of 2, and sum of the factors ng 2, kasi dalawa lang ata yung factor ng 2, no? Yung negative at saka yung positive. So 2 times 1, ito yung isa sa factors ng 2, 2 equal to 2, and then the other one are the negatives, negative 2 and negative 1, which is equal to 2. So 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. Right? And then negative 2 plus negative 3, that's basically negative 3. So we are looking for positive 3 man, so we're going to use this one. So after that, we express it, use the factors of 2 and 1 as the second terms. Okay, so basically, hindi na natin ito susunod. So ito na lang. Lagay mo siya, maggawa ka ng dalawang close open parenthesis, magiging x plus 2, x plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so since we're going to use, and then the two of them are positive. Alright, so we're not done yet, we still have to continue solving this one. So since it's already factored, we can now proceed to the number 4 step. We set each factor to 0, number 4, set each factor to 0. So x plus 2 equal to 0 and x plus 1 equal to 0. So x is negative 2 and x is, after that, you solve for x, so x is negative 2 and x is negative 4. So you just move to the other side. And then that means the roots are negative 2 and negative 1. To check if these roots or solutions are correct or true, we do the checking. So again, checking is where you substitute these values in the original equation. So negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. 4 minus 2, that's negative 2 plus 2, that's 0. So 0 is equal to 0. Right? Next, if x is negative 1 squared plus 3 times negative 1 plus 2 equal to 0. 1 squared, that's 1. 3 times negative 1, that's negative 3. And plus 2. 1 plus 2, that's 3 minus 3. equal to 0. Right? So this means that the solution is true and correct. Next example, x squared plus 8x plus 12. Again, we identify the a, b, and c, right? And find the factors of 12 since our c here is 12 with the sum with the sum of 8. So maraming factors ng 12. So 4 and 3, 6 and 2, 12 and 1. So if you add this two, you can also look for the negative, but the product, the sum is positive naman. So we settled for the positive na. So 4 and 3 equal to 12, 6 and 2 equal to 12, 12 and 1 equal to 12. So if you add these factors, 4 plus 3, basically that's 7, 6 plus 2, that's 8, 12 plus 1, that's 13. So we are just going to look for the 8 there. So yung gagamitan natin is yung 6 and 2. Diba? So 6 tsaka 2. Yan. Equal sa kay 8. So, gawa ka ng dalawang close open parenthesis, tapos ilagay mo yung dalawang positive na 6 and 2. So, x plus 6, x plus 2. Pagkatapos yan, equate mo ng 0. Use the factors, no need to x plus 6 times x plus 2 equal to 0. After that, we set each factor to 0, no? And then we solve for x. This becomes negative, x equal to negative 6, and this one becomes negative also, x equal to negative 2. So the roots are negative 6 and negative 2. For the checking, we substitute na lang. X equal to negative 6 squared plus 8 negative 6 plus 12 equal to 0. So 6 squared is 36, 8 times negative 6 is negative 48, so plus 12. So if you add this together, this will just give us 0. Right? Next, if x is negative 2, negative 2 squared plus 8 times negative 2 plus 12. Right? And then if you simplify, we have 4 minus 16 plus 12. Basically, that will just give us 0. Okay? Let's proceed to the next example, number 6. X squared minus 8x plus 15. So our c is 15. So we after identifying the ABC, we now look for the factors of 15, which sums negative 8. So since it's the sum is negative 8, basically the two factors must be negative. But you can also list down the factors that are positive. So negative 5, negative 3, 5, 3, 15, 1. So these factors are all the factors of 15. A pair of factors. Yes. So if you add these two factors in the first one, there's negative 5 plus negative 3, that's negative 8. 5 plus 3, that's 8. 15 plus 1, 16. So we are going to look for negative 8 man. So among the three, we only have the first row. So we're going to use the negative 5 plus negative 3. Alright, so if we add this together, we will have negative 8. So this is our factor now. X minus 5, x minus 3. So whatever the sign of the two factors, you must copy it here. So x minus c minus 5 and x minus 3. So use the factors of 15, negative 5, and negative 3 as the second terms of the factored form. No need to run this one. So let's proceed. So we just equated the factors to 0. So let's proceed to the solution. We equate them to 0, no? And then x minus 5 equal to 0 and x minus 3 equal to 0. We solve for x equal to 5, x equal to 3. After that, we concluded that the roots are 5 and 3. So to check if these are the solution, we do the checking. So if x is 5, so 5 squared minus 8 times 5 plus 15, 25 minus 40 plus 15, again, this will just give us 0 equal to 0. right? So, and then if x is 3, so 3 squared minus 8 times 3 plus 15. So basically 9 minus 24 plus 15 is just equal to 0, equal to 0, equal to 0. Number 7, so x squared minus plus 2x minus 24 equal to 0. Okay, so we now look for the a, b, c. Our c is negative 24, so we have to look for a factor of negative 24 whose sum is equal to positive 2, alright? So positive 2. So among the list here, since our c is negative, that means one of the factor is negative. So, sir, is it necessary that one is a negative, the other one is positive? Yes, because the product of that factors must be negative. So either one of them, because if the two of them is positive, then the product will be positive. The two of them are negative, then the product is positive. So basically one of them is negative. So these are the list, no? Negative 6, 4 equal to negative 24, 6, negative 4, 8, negative 3, negative 8, 3. So if you add them, negative 6 plus 4, negative 2. 6 plus the negative 4, or 6 minus 4, that's 2. 8 plus minus 3, or 8 minus 3, that's 5. Negative 8 plus 3, it's negative 5. So we're going to use this one. So ito yung gagamitin nating factor, 6 and negative 4. So now you have the 6 and negative 4, which sums up to 2. So this is our factors now, x plus 6, x minus 4. Now we equate them to 0, then we set them to 0, and then we solve for x negative 6, x equal to 4. So the roots are negative 6 and 4. To do the checking, x squared plus 2x minus 24 equal to 0. X equal to negative 6, x equal to 4. So we only substitute the value to the original equation. So negative 6 squared plus 2 times negative 6 minus 24 equal to 0. So this one is 36, this one is negative 12. So 36 minus 12 minus 24, that is just 0. Right? Then the other x is 4. 4 squared plus 2 times 4 minus 24 equal to 0. And then 16 plus 8 minus 24. Basically, this will just sum up to 0. Okay, so we have now the last example, x squared minus 7x minus 18 equal to 0. So we identified a, b, and c, 1, negative 7, negative 18 respectively. So our c here is negative 18. So we now look for a factor of negative 18 whose sum is negative 7. So here is the list of the factors. So again, if c is negative, then that means one of the factor is negative. Okay, so negative 6 and 3, 6 and negative 3, 9 and negative 2, negative 9 and 2. So these are all factors that will produce a negative 18 as product. So if we combine the two factors, we obtain this following. So we are just going to look for negative 7, so we use the last one. So negative 9 and 2. Right? So if we add them, we get negative 7, right? So this is our pair of factors now, x minus 9 and x plus 2. So we copy the sign of the 9 and then the sign of the 2. And then we equate them to 0. X minus 9 times x plus 2 equal to 0. X minus 9 equal to 0. Set them as each factor to 0, and x equal to 9, x equal to negative 2. You just move it to the other side. So that means our roots are 9 and negative 2. For the checking, we substitute the values directly. So 9 squared minus 7 times 9 minus 18. Yes, 81 minus 63 minus 18. That will just give us a 0. Negative 2 squared minus 7 times negative 2 minus 18 equal to 0. So 4 minus 14. Plus 14 minus 18 is just equal to 0 again. Alright? So if you have questions, you may just comment and Yeah.